baby here. We're going to react to the full trilogy of Jenny's Tale, Screech Tale and Violet's Tale from Ren. This was from a subscriber to say react to all three rather than reacting to them one at a time. So we obviously have already reacted to Screech's Tale, to Jenny's Tale rather, but I'll, for sake of doing it right, I'll do all three. So it's the second reaction to it. Now let's see what we got. There you go.
It was a quiet dark night in an empty street somewhere in London City. Jenny walked alone, she was dragging her feet. She was heading back home to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, because she walked it about 1,000 times before. She wanted to escape. Can you blame? Well, on the very same night in a different...
Right, so stop it there. As we've said before, in our first reaction to Jenny's Tale, brilliant guitar playing. Love that sort of strolling troubadour sort of vibe to it. Coming down this back street in Brighton, quite a nice calm delivery when talking about Jenny, and then suddenly he's changed it up now. And we've got that sort of more impactful, almost sort of violent way of playing the guitar that's being used to sort of emphasise sort of that screech and everything else. So let's carry on, let's keep going.
From place there walked this hooded young youth by the name of James. He was 14 years old and out of his brain he'd been smoking ganja with the boys. James, he grew up to be a kid of the street. His mates called him Screech, he was quick on his feet. He was a liar, a thief, at 14 years old the devil had set his sights on his soul. As Jenny walked home all alone, she felt scared. Usually she was alright, but it was like there was something in the air. A divine intervention telling her to beware, maybe intuition bugging her and making her so scared. Sirens sound in the distance at the beat of Jenny's feet. A symphony of the night that echoes crime on London streets. Jenny turns a corner, their eyes they meet. Up or go Jenny, a boy named Screech. Give me all your money, bitch, give it to me. If you cooperate, then you'll soon be free. I want your purse, your phone, don't fucking look at me. I mean it. Bitch, are you listening to me? Jenny freezes statue like a lady shakes stalactite. Feel like liquid nitrogen in the dark night. She tried to find strength to move, but stayed as still as a statue in high-heeled shoes. What the hell you playing at? You playing games with me? I swear to fucking God, I'll slice the rosy off your cheeks. You think I don't mean it, girl? You don't know me. The last thing you see will be a boy code. Screech reached with the sheath of the blade, with the teeth that could bite through steel and slice concrete, and he swung possessed with the death.
Even though I've heard that line now a good couple of times, that sort of description of the knife, pulls the weapon from the sheath that's got teeth that can slice concrete. You know, it's it creates quite a visual sort of image inside your mind, you know, of this really, you know, inside my mind I've got this massive blooming Rambo knife, you know, quite, you know, very descriptive and very sort of evocative of, you know that something isn't going to be a good outcome. Let's keep going.
Devil in his chest, and the statue she was turned to butter in her breath. It was a quiet dark night in an empty street somewhere in London City. Jenny lay still on the cold concrete. She's found somewhere to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, 'cause she'd walked it about 1,000 times before. I guess that she escaped. It's such a shame.
That final line, you know, that she's found sort of rest and everything, you know, which is what she was after. You know, she was trying to rush home so she could rest and get some sleep and everything else, obviously ready for the next day. But that sort of final little line, almost not said in a blasé way, but just almost said, oh, it's such a shame. You know, the beat of life continues even through these sort of tragedies and everything else. It's just such a shame that these things happen in this day and age. Anyway, now we're going to enter into a bit of new territory. We'll go on to Screech's tale and see what happens. Again, you know,
there's a recipe to the Cuban.
Absolutely excellent guitar playing from Ren. You know, slight different style to it. It's more sort of classical rather than sort of Spanish that we've seen him do with other things. But you know, again, you know, really excellent guitar playing. Right. Oh, I love that switch up into that sort of more tense guitar playing, you know. Really did bring on the tension there.
Our story, it starts right at the end. At the life of poor Jenny, clocked out like Big Ben. Dear Screech, dear boy, where did he go? He melted into the black night just like snow. Patrick, man, let me in, please open the door. I think I fucked up, Patrick, really fucked up, man, I'm not sure. I got crazy, left this lady lying still on the floor. I think I killed her, Patrick, come on, man, I can't knock no more. But Screech kept on knocking till his knuckles became sore. But there's no sign of Patrick down at number 54. No refuge for our villain, for the bitter hands of fate, with something far more sinister in mind that does away.
That's a rather ominous bit. But again, he switched from being the actual Screech character, knocking on the door and begging to be let in and everything else. And suddenly then, you know, in a heartbeat, you knew that he was then becoming the narrator. And he did the narration bit and the final bit there, that there is something, you know, he's almost like giving us a bit of a teaser about what the ending is going to be. You know, something awaits that's more sinister for him. You know, you know, it is that sort of balladeer troubadour sort of thing that he's doing here, and it's absolutely excellent. He is very, very good at it. The way that Ren tells stories, or is able to tell stories, is absolutely spot on. It's absolutely brilliant. Anyway, let's continue.
Hey, babe, are you in? Nah, nothing really. I'm just a bit tired. Listen, can I swing around yours for a few moments? I just really miss you, babe. What the fuck do you mean you're busy? You fucking bitch! For fuck's sakes! Siren sounds approaching like a banshee in the night. The shrill cry of justice cutting like the sharpest knife.
Again, that switch from Screech to the narrator. You know, and weirdly, we've got a different thing going on here. You know, normally they're quite good at making sure that you can visually see Screech, where you can visually see Ren, but they're not at this moment in time. Anyway, let's keep going.
Screech was never one to run, not one to miss a fight. One hand upon his blade, he turned to face the blue lights. Come on then, you fucking cunts, let's fucking have you then. I am Screech, I'm the boss, I'm the ender of men. You think that uniform you're wearing means that you own these streets? These are my fucking streets, and they call me fucking Screech. Richard was an officer who stood at 6'3", working London on the night shift. What he didn't think he'd see was a boy running at him like an animal possessed. With no time to hesitate, he fired 4 bullets at Screech's chest. Our story, it ends right at the start. Young Screech and poor Jenny lying 1 street apart. An officer shaken by the boy that he claimed. 2 bodies lay lifeless, and it's such a shame. It's such a shame.
Just pause it there. That is I really like that the way that they suddenly switched that it was, we were no longer seeing it from like the perspective that we had been seeing it, you know, as a witness to what Screech was doing. Suddenly, it switched to viewing it from Screech's perspective, when the officer, the policeman, who has got this panicking, screeching banshee, coming charging him in with a knife, and he's got no choice but to take him down. And I like the way that they did it with the guitar, with his as if he was firing the bullets from the guitar, and then we saw sort of the camera angles switch and heard that as he landed on the floor. I think that was absolutely brilliant. And again, right at the end, there was "It's such a shame," and that links it straight in right to the end of Jenny's Tale, where it's also "It's such a shame," in there, and that brilliant. It makes that link in slightly different styles to both the songs and different tales. I don't know how close they were written, but absolutely excellent so far. Brilliant. I mean, it doesn't feel like I've just done 13.5 minutes of song. Anyway, again, new territory. It's Violet's Tale. This is a slightly longer song. Right, okay, let's go for it. Just going to rewind that slightly. That is absolutely brilliant sort of fretwork. Absolutely brilliant. I love that. That really sort of brings up the tension and everything else of the story. It adds tension to it, sorry. But absolutely beautiful, beautiful guitar work. The guitar work, absolutely beautiful, and then that haunting sort of, I was going to say wailing, but it isn't. It's that ooh sort of, you know, it creates, especially with the echo that's in the location that they're at. It creates a very, very weird, you know, it's beautiful, you know. Right, sorry, just had to say that, so let's keep going.
London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. Rhythmic beats and bloodstained sheets, Our Lady weeps, she's tired and frail. To set the scene, we must rewind the hands of time for Violet's tale.
You said, you know, we have to rewind the hands of time for Violet's Tale. And normally, you know, when they do that sort of thing in film or in TV, you get that wibbly wobbly visual. But within this musical piece, he's used that sort of that descending scale to sort of symbolise the rewinding of time. Absolutely brilliant. Like it. Very good fun.
Violet was a silent girl, grew up with violent starts. Her mother was a drinker and her father was a bastard. Every night he took her tie but never left the room. I'll spare you with the things he did, I'm sure her mother knew. Violet was a silent girl, she moved out at 16. A semi-detached council flat, paid for by a welfare scheme. Packing shelves at Tesco, stacking jars like pickled bricks. She met a boy named Stevie and he was a little prick.
Ooh. So you can see that there's, you know, within this Violet's tale, there's some sort of cycle going on. She's come from a not very good background where her dad is abusing her in some way. And, you know, Ren has put there that, you know, suspects that, you know, probably the mum knew about it, you know. And that she's left home, she's got her own little place and everything else. But the cycle is just starting again, you know. She's met a guy and he's a real idiot, you know. Right, let's keep going.
Violet was a silent girl and Violet she fell fast. See, Stevie was a wrong un, but he sure knew how to charm her. Every night he took her tight but never left the room. History repeats itself, he'd paint her black and blue and dark. She never stood a chance. The devil.
Ren, obviously, whenever he sets out one of these videos, and him and his cameraman, they obviously go out and they scan these places out. They look for the locations and everything else. But Ren really knows what he wants, and what he wants to people to hear, sort of, to hear, and the effects that can occur just by using your surroundings and everything else, and you know, able to get the right visual appeal. But just the way that he's using the acoustics within this building to actually create some sort of dynamic sound and everything is absolutely tremendous. I like this. This is brilliant. Really is using his surroundings. A lot of that could be born out of the fact that you know, they're doing these videos on a shoestring, you know, but they're absolutely brilliant. You know, these one take sort of videos that he's able to do, that are obviously, you know, really well planned out and planned out in intricate detail. But let's keep going. I like this. I like this.
Devil comes to dance. Violet, why are you always so quiet? On her bedroom door and he's irate. He's been drinking and smoking, he's up late. And he stands by her bedside, she shakes, but her eyes stay shut. You fucking slut, I know you're up. And he pinches her eyelids and folds them up. Violet, why are you lying to me, Violet? She stays silent, things turn violent. That's the sound of his fists when they fall like a crashing pilot. Hit like hailstones, one to the collarbone, full force, full blown, blood to the bone. Paddy back, one to the door when the two spat, detached fist connects and disconnects a bone. A quick deflect to misdirect the blow, but nonetheless his punches met her throat. Such a mess, he's left her bruised and broke. Violet, why you always so silent, Violet? Why you such a little liar, Violet? Do you think I want to do this, Violet? In character, she stays silent. Well, say something, Violet. Silence. Fucking say something, Violet. Silence. Wait. Say something, Violet. Not one word. She stays quiet.
So that whole bit there, it was really, really tense, you know, and I almost felt uncomfortable, you know, as he's describing this relentless attack on this girl from this gentleman. Sorry, I used the wrong word there. From this guy, and it's relentless, but the description then, I could feel myself sort of really A, feeling uncomfortable, and B, wanting to do something. You know, it was eliciting that sort of emotion in me, and yeah, I mean that's a very, very special thing to be able to do within a song and within a play. It feels like a play, the whole lot, the whole trilogy. I'm glad the person that suggested do all three at the same time. You need to, because it's like watching a program. Anyway, let's keep going.
London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. The doctor, in a state of shock, saw something here so very wrong. See, Violet, she was pregnant. Poor Violet, she was 9 months gone. Turning to the doctor, Violet broke her silence and she cried, "If I'm to die right here tonight, please let my baby stay alive." The doctor soon regained composure, called the surgeon to come in. As Violet's world turned to black, the curtains closed, the lights went dim. In London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington just lost the fight to stay alive. A tragedy or a miracle, it happened on these very streets. Two twins aligned side by side. A girl named Jenny and a boy named Screech.
Now I see why they needed to have 3 songs. I did think, as we were entering into Violet's Tale, I was trying to envisage what the link was between them, and I thought that it was just going to be another link with a violent crime. But that was unexpected. It was completely unexpected that Jenny and Screech are brother and sister. That's quite a hard hitting when you watch all 3. But Ren has got this an absolute excellent way of creating stories and telling them, and brilliant use of words and language and acting ability from himself that makes you believe them. And it makes it, you know, that you are. And I think as I put on Jenny's Tale, when I did the original version of Jenny's Tale, is that this is changing the landscape of how music is. You know, it's a different way of music. As I think I've heard or read somewhere that he describes it as bardcore. Well, yes, it is. It's bardcore. It's absolutely brilliant. I'd love to see this sort of live, and how you could do it live, I don't know, but absolutely brilliant. Anyway, I enjoyed that. It's a long video, but I enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy it. If you like what I'm doing, please subscribe, drop me a like, send me a comment, and I'll get back to you. But thank you very much. You have a great evening. Bye.